perfect. Okay. So,
How long did you boil it?
till it's done. It takes about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
I hardly use measurements, and I hardly use time.
Okay.
Because it's all about when the food is ready. It's about the food. Okay, so when the noodles are done, they're done.
Okay.
If the food smells and tastes right, it's done.
That's Korean style.
Okay? It's Korean style. So we're going to strain this.
What's wrong?
Luis, I feel like I'm home.
Good, good.
Ah, you studied another institute.
Yeah.
No, I can't actually. Why? Because I have left disc, so I cancel this class. No class at all. I'm really sick. I'm a poor person.
Alright, so we got our garlic going. Pasta's good. I'm going to chop just a small onion.
처음 먹어볼게.
Really?
Aren't you gonna peel the onion?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Never cut, huh?
You're not gonna peel the
No, I
onion?
will.
Okay.
Never cut an onion around the equator. Always cut from point to point.
Really?
It keeps the pieces together.
Ah.
You know when you chop, sometimes the onion slices slip.
Yeah.
Cutting from point to point,
Yeah.
safer.
Okay.
Ah.
Good idea.
Yeah, see, we brought in a master chef to be the guest today, as you can tell.
That's an easy way to peel.
Yeah.
I never do that. I peel it first. But I like it that way, really.
Oh, so you're good. You're
It's
learning
really
something
easy,
new.
huh?
Alright, so you chop the ends up. Now, if you're chopping lots of onions and you need to go fast, keep the root part,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? It holds it together better.
Okay.
Yeah. So I only need for the whole pot, I only need one small onion. We're just using it for flavor.
I can't believe you have no girlfriend.
What? You can't believe what?
I can't believe you have no girlfriend. You're all ready.
We're very
Everything's
busy.
ready. Everything's ready.
Already.
We're very.
I've been trying, okay? I've been trying. Check the garlic every so often. You don't want it to burn. Okay? You don't want it to burn. So this is just a rough chop. You don't need nothing special.
Okay.
Sit down.
You are fine.
You may need an
seat.
Yeah.
I know why. You are serving 39, so.
So for the cream sauce, cream, whipping cream, not just used for desserts. I've found for a good it'll feed about us, depending on how much sauce you like in your pasta. But one of these and some milk makes enough sauce to feed about 8-10 people. Korean servings. American servings, maybe 5.
Yeah.
4 Robert servings. Now Lucy gave me good cream, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, and good.
A few of the other seasonings.
What?
Thyme.
Time.
Okay. Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Okay.
One of my favorite.
Now, it's expensive,
Oh.
so I buy it once and I save it for a long time. Parmesan cheese.
Ah.
Okay, only place I've been able to find it cheaper, Costco. Okay, for the wedge, it's about this big. Parmesan cheese, and it's very hard. It's a hard cheese, and it's a little bit salty, but you can smell it. It has a nice nice smell.
Yeah.
Is it for
powder?
You can probably pass it around the room if
Okay, the
everyone wants
powder.
to smell.
There's a difference between the one in the green plastic, okay,
Yeah.
and the real cheese.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you want to pass it,
Yeah.
smell. This is solid cheese. The one in the jar, they add cellulose. They add some fillers to prevent it from sticking together, so that you can shake it easily. So it's not 100% cheese.
Okay.
Want to smell it?
All right, so we're going to put a little oil in the hot pot, just a little bit.
Oh, you taste it? Yeah.
We can add pizza. We can add.
That's my daughter's favorite
Oh,
pasta.
right. Yes, you can. You can mix it in.
Yeah, you can make
Onions
pizza
going
with
in.
many kinds of cheese.
But I wouldn't advise
Penne.
it to use
Penne.
just
That's
Parmesan. It'd be too salty.
I won't eat it.
Why the name is Parmesan?
Okay.
I don't know.
If you look, there's just a tiny little ring of uncooked pasta.
really?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's so that it's not cooked all the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's called al dente.
Al dente.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's still a little bit stiff in the middle. Yeah.
딴따가 이렇게 딱 끊었을 때 애들 안에 거기에 던져가지고 딱 붙어있으면
See the little ring?
우리는 SBA는 샤넬만 쌌네.
근데 모든 파스타 봉지는 거의 다 시간이 정해져 있어.
그러니까.
7, 8분, 13분 이렇게 정해져 있어.
이거 뭐?
Oh no, last garnish, parsley. This makes it look nice. Has a little bit of a flavor, not too much, but it definitely makes it look pretty. The green on the white
Yeah.
sauce. Part of the biggest thing about Italian cooking is not only does it taste good, but it should look very good when you see it. It makes you hungrier, makes you want to eat more. The presentation. Okay, so hot pot, cold cream. Onions are starting to sweat.
Okay.
Okay, you know when you're cooking the onions, just the onions, and you can see the juice from the onions starting to come.
Can I say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, come take a look.
I really wanted to.
Okay. Maybe you could move the pot and we could all just dip in.
That works.
Oh, okay. However,
Okay. Okay, so you see that it's starting to soften a little bit, and that it's getting shiny.
Okay.
It's okay.
So when the onions start to get shiny and they're browning. Okay. So yeah. Okay, when it starts smelling good, then it's starting to cook.
Okay. I like that. You gonna pour that whipping cream?
Yes.
I wanna see that.
Ah.
I wanna see what happens.
Turn the fire from high fire
And
to low.
explain.
To low. Okay?
And you
Low,
have
low.
to explain.
In Korean.
Describing good.
That's a good idea.
okay. So you just pour it in.
When we make cream sauce, we first fry the onion in flour.
Mm.
With butter.
And then pour the butter, and then
This is enough for serving about 10
pour
Okay.
cream.
Enough for 10 people. I'm gonna add milk.
I know.
So yeah, so this will make enough for about, well, conservative 6 to 8.
Okay.
6 to 8 people.
Okay. So how's it looking so far, Chris?
Okay, so you can see. Now the reason you cook the onions first, so the juices start coming out, and then when you add the cream, it immediately starts to mix with the cream, so you get the flavor of the onions.
Okay.
Ah.
So it goes from white to a little bit of a tan, starts ivory color. Okay.
Okay.
Now at this point, go ahead and keep the fire low, because you don't want to burn. You don't want it to burn too fast.